What's up, fellow classers? It's Apollyon here, and good news, we won the war against six Schlitzes. The bad news is we lost a lot of the replays due to the latest update, so we're going to focus on the air attacks on this one, but only have about four to focus on since most of the other replays were lost in the void of Supercell-ish stuff. I don't know. Stoned Go Bow Low. Um, No, I don't think we have. Is this the one where he sends the hound in? Let's see. One of these attacks, we're going to see him send a hound in just solo, just like a YOLO one. I don't think there's a hound in this attack, but we'll see in a second. So far, we've got a shattered entry doing a funneling job. Yeah, there we go. So there was a hound in here. I think it was a misclick. It had to have been a misclick. I mean, you're not going to send a hound to grab your clan castle. I hope not. I mean, maybe that's the new meta. That's the new style. But that is an expensive clan castle lore of 30 troop space. So we have a pretty decent funnel here. Their two bowlers are still going to walk, and I think the queen might walk as well. Let's see if she can get that archer tower down. No, she's going to go in the core too. So we're raging up that core kill squad to go ahead and take care of this base. They are going to get all four of these air defenses and more. Queen is going on a solo tour up top there. She's just going to do her own thing, make sure the king, golems, and bowlers go and do all the dirty work. And then we've just got to spam in these loons with, I think, no spells. Wow, this is pretty gutsy attack. To let your loons do that. But fortunately, that kill squad is still up, and that golem is still tanking that expo. And I think probably the archer tower. So these loons are getting some free buildings. The Everything else is down, if I'm not mistaken, except for the queen. She has her ability, so no matter what, she'd be able to take care of that archer tower. Golems are going to start pounding, or golemites are going to start pounding on them. Look at all these storage units just being mowed down by the loon and queen. And then we've got ourselves a 3 star. So yeah, I thought that was really funny. I just want to see the comp here. So it was La Loon, but I mean, yeah, I think he could have brought 16 loons and or 18 loons and hit the base a little bit harder than that too. But a three is a three. So let's go ahead and look down at number 31. Rispox getting a six-pack this war using a quad La Lune. And the cool thing about this attack is this is one of the biggest things we need to work on it as a whole for our Town Hall 9 and even some Town Hall 10 attacks is holding a couple of loons towards the end unless you know you need them in order to beat the base defensive wise. Hold at least one or two loons for your cleanup. Unless you bring minions or something else that you're going to lay down quickly, loons are very, very good cleanup troops. They can fly over walls, obviously, and they do a lot of damage in a short amount of time with their drops. So we've got the queen coming in here, taking out that clan castle and queen, enemy queen. Then we've got our La Lune portion, and we're just making our way through the base. We've already taken out one air defense. We're going to take out a second one here. Tons of spells, though. A heal, a rage, I think a couple haste that are being used right now. And we still have like 13 loons. That Those hounds are going to cut across that tri-Tesla or quad Tesla farm. But under a rage, those loons are going to pound through that without any problem whatsoever. We're going to get down to that last and final air defense. And now it's just time to worry about the wizard farm or wizard tower farm, except we brought a heal, and that is going to go, it's going to take these loons all the way through without losing one of them, which is just fantastic. Then we've got 3-point defenses that we care about, which are the archer towers. That cannon makes no difference whatsoever. And look, he holds that one loon. Now he does beat this base in about 2.5 minutes or less, so it really wasn't necessary. But those buildings up top right here, they're going to be taken down slowly with just a couple pups and a minion that trying to do a lot of work. So there he's going to drop that loon in there just to help them out. If it was down to a very close type of thing, then that loon could have potentially made the difference, as these other loons are going around the base so super slow and not going to get up top anytime soon. So very nicely done there. Just two more to look at. Got number 33. Like I said, six pack. Zake Zapquake on this one with another quad La Lune. Gonna Zapquake that bottom 6 o'clock air defense just for pathing, and then use the king and queen to take out a lot of those defenses to ensure that his La Lune goes the way he wants it to. So King is going to funnel up there. Cool job with those loons to take out that cannon. Again, we're taking space to make sure that our La Loon portion of this is the way we want to. So those loons all converge and start to go around clockwise. That's very important here. We've got a bunch of loons making their way at 9 o'clock through a haste to get to that. I guess it's just a buy Tesla. Maybe I missed a couple of them. I'm not sure. That poor lava hound was getting a lot of damage done, but that queen steps in. The heroine queen steps in and takes out that air defense without any loons, and we have a bunch of lava hounds that are taking over that last air defense. And we still have two loons left over. Now, do we send them in or do we hold them? We've got, yeah, there we go. Sent that in. And we have to worry about the queen, but look at this. The Rage and Skelly Trap takes care of that. Boom, no problem whatsoever. Unfortunately, these archers are going to trigger that clan castle of the Lava Hound, but that Lava Hound has a billion of Skellies to deal with, and that's going to take that Lava Hound the rest of the raid to get through them. Both the king and queen down from that Rage Skelly Trap. A huge value there. And we've just got to worry about going around the base and taking care of all these buildings. King is still up helping with the cleanup. That Lava Hound's doing nothing, and we've got the 3-star. Really nice hit there. And the last one, we've got Hanny coming in here with another Quad La Lune. This is probably, I would say, the strongest attack in the game. Sending in a couple loons under Rage to get that, I guess, trying to get the clan castle, or maybe this was a first hit. Maybe this was not a cleanup. So we're just testing if there's any air troops. Now that we know that there are no air troops or air targeting troops in that clan castle, we can go ahead and just drop our king and queen in there to get some funneling done and take out that air defense. I don't think we're going to take the queen. That's why we have a Skelly Trap and potentially a Rage to be used at that spot. So king and queen are going to get quite a bit of value out of here. I mean, we just really needed that air defense to go down, which it does. We don't really care about the king at all. And if that king could have just got a couple of those Teslas, that would have been fantastic. But didn't get it. That's all right. So we're doing our La Lune portion of this. Do we have a ground expo? We do have a ground expo. Look at that. Free defense for loons. Don't set your expos to ground, guys. Especially in this meta. You're just asking to get crushed. So we've got a heal. I think the heal probably wasn't as necessary there. But we've got I think a raged Skelly Trap. Let's see what happened. I can't see. There's so many lights here. You can see the queen go down. And now this king is probably going to be next, but it's hard to see with all that stuff going on. And then we've got a Lava Hound just tanking that air defense. We've got 4 Teslas, a quad Tesla farm that these have to get through, and they have no spells at all. So that's kind of a little bit scary right there. This was very close to being a failed raid. It just depending on if things were a little bit different, but it was nice. Able to push through that. Thank goodness we had so many loons in this particular leftover. Could have brought probably an extra. This must have been a fresh hit because it brought a poison for a non-clan castle little troop, whatever, like a lava hound or whatever it was. So yeah. And we'll never know because that clan castle is gone. So, nice hit for the 3-star by Annie. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. I wish I had a couple more of attacks, but since the replays were wiped out, it's just not going to happen. So anyway, like, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know if these are the kind of videos you like to see. I can mix things up a little bit more, but share them with your clanmates if you all enjoy them. You're sure to they'll sure like them as well, and they'll benefit them just like you are. And practice. The practice makes perfect, right? Go ahead and get used to these compositions. Try to switch out a couple of loons for a couple of other troops, or add a couple of loons, take out a couple, whatever makes sense to you. Get your army composition familiar so that you understand how everything flows. Same things with spells. And go ahead and get those 6-star clan wars and practice those 3-star attacks.